How's it going, gang? Chris Cards back through the mail. Monday, Miami, Florida. Our first of 7 returns today. 7 returns, 6 baseball, and yes, 1 football. And our first return is going to be O.B. McDowell. Voice cracked on that. O.B. McDowell signed here, including a Bible verse inscription here. 89 Upper Deck signed for my set with a personalization. 87 Top signed for the set. And an 89 Upper Deck Cleveland Indians card, not signed because he has never signed any Indians item, even dating back to 1990, his final year in the Big Stir in spring training, would not sign Indians items. Didn't like the way the organization treated him. That's what he's saying now, and that's what he said way back in 1990. He only played 69 games for the Indians, but apparently they pissed him off so much he will never sign my 89 Upper Deck card. But I guess he won't sign anybody's 89 Upper Deck card. Of course, 89 Upper Deck traded, the high number set, so bummer for that. But O.B. McDowell, one of the most touted, highly rated prospects coming out of college. In fact, he was drafted like 4 times back when they had, of course, the primary and secondary drafts. Finally signed with the Texas Rangers, 12th overall pick back in 1984 after exhausting all of his eligibility with the Arizona State Sun Devils. Of course, he ended up in their Hall of Fame, had his number retired. Incredible 3-sport athlete coming out of high school, even a high school wrestling champion, state wrestling champion at 155 pounds. Incredible athletic career for O.B. McDowell. Only 7 years in the Bigs, 5 with Texas, 2 with Atlanta, and of course those 69 games in 1989 with the Cleveland Indians. Awesome return from him. Very first ever Texas Ranger to hit for the cycle back in 1985. 9 have hit it since. Nice return. Way to get this one started. If anyone has a lead on an 89 Upper Deck Cleveland Indians signed O.B. McDowell card, let me know in the comments down below. Moving on to return number 2. Louisville, Kentucky for return numero dos. And we have my letter of request and a card or two sandwiched in between these 2 index cards. We've got Mr. Eddie Haas on a 1985 Topps Tiffany card. Let's see how it's signed. Ah, much better. This is actually the second time I got this card signed. I'll explain here in a second. But yeah, Mr. Eddie Haas actually did play ball for the Cubs back in 1957, as well as the Milwaukee Braves in 58 and 60. Got into 55 total games as an outfielder during that time. And a manager briefly for the Braves in 85 until he was fired in August. As you can see, this card was previously sent out to him, and the signature was so bad on this nice glossy card. I had to, I erased it and resent it out to him, and I think the second version, much better. Still not great. His signature is not that great to begin with, but at least there's ink on the card now. So very nice return from Mr. Eddie Haas, guys. Let's move on to return number 3. Moving right along, Carroll Stream, Illinois for return number 3 here. Not many cards from the feel of this envelope in this return, but we've got Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg here on a Topps Living card, as well as an 87 Topps checklist that he is on. Thankfully, he signed it on the right side. 2 cards, $20 to Ryan Sandberg. A nice return. Did not know what to do with the checklist for my 87 Topps autograph set, so I thought, let's get him signed. So the back I will have signed by somebody else. And Ryan Sandberg, 2 cards, $20, and got a few more of the Topps Living cards that I would like to get signed. But unfortunately, his cancer return, he was cancer-free in August and came back in December, and his prostate cancer has spread. So here are my other Topps Living cards. You can see the black borders just get hammered on these cards, but anyway, get these other. That's a bummer, by the way. Otherwise, cancer is a real mother bear, and we've got a lot of players that can sign the backside of this. So I'm not sure what to do with it. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But having Ryan Sandberg sign it, that's a pretty good get. So I thought that looked pretty sweet in the binder, just as is. So there you guys go. There's information. 10 cards a card. 10 cards a card. $10 a card. Hopefully he's still well enough to sign. I probably will not send to him again until maybe he beats the cancer for a second time. Hopefully he beats the cancer for a second time, but bummer there to hear that it returned and the cancer is terrible. Let's move on, guys, to return number 4. All right, friends, Jacksonville, Florida for our, what are we on, 4th return here. Just 3 more to go after this. And we've got Alejandro Pena on a 90 Topps update, or I guess traded set. card and an 87 Topps card, which he did not inscribe. I did ask him to inscribe it. He did not. So, yes, I just got him back a few weeks ago, and I had he's $3 a card, and I sent him, I think, 4 cards and like $12. And he wrote inscriptions on the 89 or 84 Topps card beautifully. In fact, here it is. Beautifully. 81, 84, 81, 3-time World Series champion. I was hoping to get inscribed on this. He had a beautiful card he signed and inscribed in 84 Topps. So, yes, I was hoping for the same with the 87 Topps card for the set. I did not get it. I guess I'll just give up and be happy with what I got. But dang it, I really wanted another really sweet inscribed 87 Topps card for my set. But, I mean, my thought process here was only send 2 cards. Don't get greedy. $6, 2 cards, and ask for the inscription, and he'll have maybe extra time to do it. But maybe I should have sent 4 cards and $12 again, because that's what worked last time. So anyway, I digress. Maybe I'll try again later, but that is, well, it is what it is. So let's just move on with our lives and get to return number 6. All right, plowing right along here. We've got our next return from Denver, Colorado. Not many returns from Denver. I know Larry Walker is a pretty popular return from the Denver area. And we've got Mike Epstein. Mike Epstein here, 1974 Topps card signed for the set. $20 a card for Mike Epstein. No way about that. That's why my letter of request is pretty short and pretty sweet. Mike Epstein with a 9-year career with the Senators, A's, the Angels, and the Baltimore Orioles. Good first baseman back in the day. Of course, won a World Series with the A's back in 1972. Probably would have won more with the A's if he didn't get into a fist fight with their star player, Reggie Jackson, and claimed Reggie was a issue and a problem. And, of course, well, he didn't win any more rings with the A's during that incredible run they had, because they shipped him out of town after the 72 World Series, of course, for Horatio Pena, who decided, hey, I'll take some rings. And I think I just got him back on a private signing, actually. So there you guys have it. Mike Epstein, nice return from him. Ran a hitting school after his career ended. Anyway, guys, moving on to return number 6. St. Louis, Missouri for our 6th return of the day. Again, doesn't feel like we have too many cards in this one, and we've got our index card back, which protected our Danny Cox cards. Danny Cox signed an 87 Topps and an 89 Upper Deck for the sets chasing. Inscribed with his jersey number, played a nice little 11 years in the big leagues, mostly with the St. Louis Cardinals, 6 with the Cardinals during that nice 80s run they had. Never quite won a ring with them, although came close in 87 against the Twins. The Twins got him in 87, but did win it all with the Toronto Blue Jays in 1993. Also played for the Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Danny Cox, $18 a piece through Past Pros. Not a great signer, so when I saw he started signing again, I said, let's go. Let's get Danny Cox. Glad to get these 2 cards signed for the set before he stopped signing again. English-born. His father was a military man, so he was a military brat, moving around. Spent a lot of time in Germany before moving back and finishing high school in Athens, Georgia. What more do you want to know about Danny Cox? Let's move on, guys, to return number 7. All right, gang, final return of the day, and it's football. I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago I had one more football return open up, and I forgot to do it last week, so let's do it this week. Carroll Stream, Illinois. Once again, this is not Ryan Sandberg. As you can tell, I got the emoji stamps. I got the love stamp there, so that's what told me this was a football return. Got special stamps for those guys, and we've got Hall of Famer, the Mad Stork. We've got Mr. Teddy Hendricks. Ted Hendricks, a linebacker, defensive end. A beautiful signature on this 1972 Topps rookie card, complete with Hall of Fame inscription. 1990, his 3rd round going into the Hall of Fame, made it in. Of course, multiple Super Bowl champions, Super Bowl 5, 11, 15, and 18. 4-time Super Bowl champion. Went into the College Hall of Fame in 1987. 3 years later, of course, Hall of Fame in the professional leagues as well, of course, the NFL, as some of you may know it as. Ted Hendricks, beautiful card. Going to get this one slabbed up and graded. I think it's super nice, real clean. Made sure to get a nice clean card for this. And there you go. I even zoomed it in for you just for the heck of it. Ted Hendricks, there's information. $60 a card. Ouch. That hurts, but man, that's a pretty card. I'm going to get the thing slabbed up, and I'm going to have this thing be a cornerstone of my football Hall of Fame collection. And I will keep with the football returns, guys. I will keep sending off, and I'm going after the heavy hitters. I'm going after the Hall of Famers, the star players, the Giants guys I watched when I was a kid and still watched even as an adult. As I'm 46 now, that covers a long time since I was a kid, so I better include those years as well. So we'll do some football, keep doing football, and keep adding it to Through the Mail Monday for those that would like some variety and not be stuck watching my baseball returns week in and week out. I know most of you are just fine with that. Some of you, and probably most of you, want to see some football every now and then. And the problem with that is, as I mentioned in some comments in some other videos, I just don't have that many football cards. So that's why if I'm going to buy these cards, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to find some nice rookie cards and get some of these guys signed, these Hall of Famers signed while they're still around. So going to put together a nice little collection, personal collection. Obviously, with baseball, I pretty much get anybody and everybody because I got all their cards and I send them all out. And I don't care who. There's no rhyme or reason to why I'm getting some of these guys signed, except for the fact that they've got cards and I've got their address, and that's all it takes for me when it comes to baseball. Football will be a little bit more selective. Don't have the time to go crazy like I do in baseball, and of course I'm just not as passionate about football cards as I am about baseball cards, so that's another issue. But Teddy Hendricks, kind of expensive, but man, it came out nice, guys. Anyway, and plus the football card designs are pretty sweet. I might even do some basketball and some hockey, just some of the Hall of Famers, some of the heavy hitters, and see if I can find some nice cards to get signed. So anyway, gang, that's my thought process going through another kind of late getting this video up. But hey, I had a great day on Saturday night or Sunday night with my wife. Had a great night. We went out, had some incredible dinner, and we went to the local Indian casino and did pretty good playing craps. Very happy with how that worked out. She did great on the slots, got herself a nice little jackpot. Actually, not a jackpot, even better than jackpot, just below the hand pay, so she doesn't have to pay taxes on it. So Uncle Sam's not going to find out about what she won or what I won. So a nice night at the casino, got home a little bit late, and I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to bust this video out late Sunday night, early Monday morning, and get this up as soon as I can. So thanks for being patient with me, guys. Of course, 99% of you watched this Monday throughout the day and probably are not up at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, realizing I didn't post the video, but some of you might be. So for those, I apologize. Anyways, it was worth it. Had a great day with the wife. A really good time. And what else is new? I don't know, guys. Baseball is upon us. Spring training games have started. The Mets have played like 9 games in the last 2 days. They're splitting their squads into like eighths, and they're just having all these games going on. And I've been listening to the guys, the boys on SNY, having a great time, seeing some of these youngsters, seeing who's got cards out there, seeing who else I can send to spring training, maybe even to minor league clubs to see if I can get some of these minors that are coming up. And I do have, I don't know, I've got about 20, 25 spring training sendouts out there. I've not gotten any back yet. That's not a surprise. I'm going to keep trying. Some people ask me, and someone recently emailed me and said, hey, do you go after any modern guys? Is there a trick? Nope, no trick. Just send them off and pray. Cross your fingers, hope you get them back, and you probably won't. As you see, I do send them off. You guys don't see them on my videos because they're not on my videos very often because I don't get them back. So I don't send you my send-offs and then just be like, okay, I sent these guys off, and that's it. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, ChrisCards86, you can see who I send off. I generally post who I send off, the send-off video, and that way you can see who I send off. And if you want to find out who I got back, I guess you can watch Through the Mail Monday for that. So anyway, guys, my second week doing Through the Mail Monday on a new piece of video editing software. I went from version 15 to version 26, and I am less frustrated this week than I was with last week. I was doing some crazy moving files around, and I splice in the photos, and I was moving them around, and it was clipping other videos and doing all sorts of crazy things. So kind of found out how to stop that from happening and kind of how I used to work with my old version of the software. So getting a little happier with it, very happy with how it's working out. So the voiceover tool I'm using here at the very end of this video to talk to you guys and randomly just talk about stuff is super cool as well. I like that. I'm dealing with less files and overall, generally, things you don't care about, but I'm getting happier with it. I'll try some new and different things with it. You saw my picture-in-picture. I mean, I could have done that with the other stuff. I just didn't really have a reason for it. But I thought to show you guys my 84 Topps Alejandro Pena card, which came out pretty sweet. I could not get the 87 Topps card signed like that. And, of course, I want to show you my Eddie Haas card. Have you guys ever had to erase a signature and resend it? You guys do not know this, but I got Tony La Russa and Roger Craig a couple of weeks ago on Through the Mail Monday. And the same thing happened. That was my second time sending that card to Tony La Russa. The first one was so bad, and it had Roger Craig on it, who already signed it. I'm like, I can't. I mean, this half of this card is awesome. The other half is Tony's signature, which doesn't even show up. So I erased that and sent it back and got that back. So that's Eddie Haas and Tony La Russa were cards that have been sitting on my desk for like years. Actually, Eddie Haas I got back on episode 274, so that was almost a year ago. Got that back and was very disappointed with the signature, and it was my fault. He was using a ballpoint pen, and he basically engraved the card with a signature, and like maybe the E and the D came out in ink, and everything else was totally gone. So it was just an etching into the card. So and of course it was a glossy 85 Topps card, but those 85 Topps cards, the glossy, that it wasn't that glossy. It's shiny, but it's not super glossy. So, and I did take an eraser to it. So I took an eraser to it, got rid of the signature, and put more surface on there for him, maybe so he could sign on it and have it come out good. But regardless, guys, that's it, my friends. Through the mail, Monday number 318, put it in the books. Super happy to have baseball back. Games every day. You guys have no idea how that makes me feel. I love it. I love baseball. I wish I was going to go check out spring training, but not this year. That's on the bucket list. It'll happen one of these years. I'll take you guys with me. I'll take some videos and do this, that, and the other, and show you guys what it's like. Graphing, I don't know about, I mean, that's just so stressful. In-person graphing, I don't know. That's crazy for me because I love autographs, but I got to get my little book. I got to get cards of these guys. It's a lot of work and effort. I'd rather just have a ball signed, or if I can, easily find someone to sign a ball. And of course, I'm an adult. I'm 46 years old, and in-person graphing is it's not exactly maybe if there's a bunch of kids around, I just kind of feel weird being that guy. Can you sign this, please? Don't sign Timmy's ball. Sign my ball. Even though I'm a kid at heart, that's that never changes. Always been a youthful exuberance when it comes to baseball. But you're supposed to act differently when you get older, and I try very hard to act differently. But I'm still giddy and just excited as ever to be around the game like that. And of course, the people that do it at the highest level, super exciting. So anyway, my friends, super long video. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to. You know how I just go on a roll sometimes and just don't stop talking. Thankfully, you guys probably stopped listening to me minutes ago, which is the only thing that makes me feel better about doing this, because I know you guys have the power of choice, and the choice for most of you is to just be like, okay, Chris is done opening up his cards. Here's the pretty cool little montage card, video picture of all his haul, and then you guys exit stage left, and that's great. I just stay on the stage until that the big wooden hook comes and pulls me off the stage, just like old vaudeville acts, and that's happening right now. I'm getting the hook. So thanks, guys, for watching. Hit that subscribe button. I do this every single week. I've done it for the last 318 weeks in a row, which, as some of you guys know who remember my secret, wink, wink, that's not exactly true. But I got tired of explaining how I missed 1 week, so I just said, forget it. I'm going to lie to everybody. But not everybody, because I told you I was going to lie, so this doesn't seem like a lie. But 318 out of the last 319 weeks, you had it through the Monday episode. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good run. Regardless. And of course, comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns, and hit that like button. I think it does something. I think it improves something. Maybe it'll suggest my video to some person that's never seen my videos before, and they'll be like, hey, Chris Cards, it's not bad. Talks a lot. That's fine. But I can skip that part. And yeah. Another guy doing Through the Mail Monday or Through the Mail videos, which pretty common. When I first started this, I couldn't find any Through the Mail Monday videos. I couldn't find any Through the Mail Sunday videos, any Through the Mail videos whatsoever. And I searched and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't even find Troy's videos, and he's the godfather of TTMs, and he wrote the book on it. He'll tell you. And I couldn't even find his videos. So I don't know if my searching was out of whack, if YouTube search function was screwed up, but I'm like, hey, no one does TTM videos. I'm going to do TTM videos. And so that was 2019, 6 years ago now. So still doing it, still going strong. Haven't missed a week since, right? 318 weeks in a row. That's impressive. And all right, that's it. I got the hook. My mic's still plugged in. That's the problem. That's the problem with modern getting the hook in modern day. You got to actually unplug the mic. You just can't hook the guy and get him off the stage, because he's on the side stage with the microphone still talking, and everyone's like, what's going on? The curtain's down, everything. There's someone still talking. And that's me, still going until they cut my mic. So thanks, guys, for